What's up everybody, I'm gonna keep this intro pretty short today, but as you can probably see from the title of today's video, you'll know that a song I wrote with a friend of mine, Chri tian, just hit 1 million streams on Spotify, and I've gotten a lot of DMs asking me how I produce a track, so I thought I'd show you guys. Also, on a little side note, for those of you who don't know, I recently released my Feature-Based Essentials Volume 2 sample pack, and it comes with 170 drum and effect samples, 90 Serum and Sylenth presets, 20 Midi files, 5 Drum FLPs, and honestly just a really high production quality that can take your tracks to the whole next level. If you want to get it, the link is in my description, and it's 50% off only for the rest of this week, so get it while you can. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. When I first started the track, I started off with a nice metal tempo of 100 BPM. And before adding a loop, I want to emphasize the importance in the hip-hop and rap genres to always bounce your instrument stems so you can have greater control over manipulating your instruments. So for the main loop of this song, I created just a simple muted guitar rhythm that I felt was a pretty good mix between uplifting and poppy. For the first sample, I used a jazz guitar from Nexus and added a FabFilter Serum for an amp. The next preset was a muted guitar from Nexus with the same effects. And finally a different jazz guitar from Nexus, again using the same effects. With the main part being played in just the intro and other transitions, I added a second loop with everything pitched up an octave to be layered with the original loop that I made. To keep things interesting and to fill up the track, I added a nylon guitar with a chorus effect on it. For the counter melody in the second half of the chorus, I took a harp and heavily distorted it. Here's the 808 bass line, there's not much going on here. For the kick drum, I took a punchy kick and cut the lows for the transient, and then layered it with a hip-hop style bass kick. For the clap, I started with a generic Metro boom and trap clap, and layered it with a punchy snare, and a flatter trap style snare, together. For the hi-hats, I didn't do anything crazy, just a standard repeating rhythm. Then I added various effects and percussion elements to fill up the rest of the beat. After this, I took the beat and exported it to send it to a different project where I would mix the vocals. Originally, the beat was written in December of 2019, and I actually uploaded it on SoundCloud on a separate account. Fast forward about 5 months later in April, Chri tian hit me up asking if he could use the beat. Pretty soon afterwards, he sent back a couple takes of all the vocals and asked me to engineer them. Since then, a couple of the original takes have been corrupted and lost, but in the first phase of mixing vocals, it's important to sift through all of your takes and splice together just the best parts from each take. The first thing I did to process the vocals was a quick auto-tune using Newtone, and then exported them back into the project where I began mixing them. After most of the song was structured, there was still a verse left open, and he asked me to feature on the song, so I gave it a quick try. Here's the processing that I did on most of the vocals. First, I started with an EQ, cutting most of the lows beneath the fundamental frequency and boosting some of the highs. A very soft reverb at about 6% with a heavy low cut, a de-esser from Spitfish, a CLA 2A compressor from Waves, and finally a bit of OTT on a very low depth to touch up a bit of the high end. Here's the before and after of all the effects.
This I don't wanna go home. You've been on my mind so much I can't breathe. This I don't wanna go home. You've been on my mind so much I can't breathe.
Then we recorded just a couple ad-libs so we can start finishing the track. However, ironically, the last version I sent to Chri tian was an unfinished version with a preset on the master, and I'm pretty sure it was just an MP3. Either way, once it was uploaded, he started posting videos of it to his TikTok audience where it got 1.1 million views there and eventually over 1 million views on Spotify itself. Even with an unfinished track, a pretty good lesson was learned here that you shouldn't stress over having the highest possible production quality, because at the end of the day, if people like the way it sounds, they're gonna listen to it. So with that being said, here's what the finished track ended up sounding like. I had to cut out all the swear words because YouTube will demonetize me, so if you want to hear the full version, check out the Spotify link in the description.
She told me that she done with me. She don't see the way I see. She don't like the way I dress and how I speak. I told her I don't need to change, so leave if that's your reason. You can go stomp your feet, you won't find a guy like me. So I said, fuck you. Yeah, I might be skinny, but I fucked you. When I tell my friends, they say they fucked too. Really, I don't even give a fuck who. So I'm like, fuck this, I'm so high, I don't think I can function. I'ma start a fight with a random on some shit, throwing up my drink in the back of a function. I'm cutting all my friends out, I even cut the voices in my head out. Talking with my demons telling me that they should head out. It's a long night on the stage, feeling dead now. Take a bath with a stun gun, live a short life but a fun one. 5-inch heels with the jean buttons undone. Truck stop shorty in the city, she a young one.
And so I'm like, this, I don't wanna go home. You've been on my mind so much I can't breathe. Shawty, I can do this alone. See you in this club, got me feeling pretty f***ed up. So you wanna know what it's like to be me. I've been on the road, so the show's on repeat. And I ain't slowing down if you're feeling crazy, feeling crazy.
She told me that she done with me, she don't see the way I see. She don't like the way I dress and how I speak. I told her I don't need to change, so leave if that's your reason. You can go stomp your feet, you won't find a guy like me. So I said, fuck you. Yeah, I might be skinny, but I fucked you. When I told my friends, they said they fucked too. Really, I don't even give a fuck who. So I said, fuck you. Yeah, I might be skinny, but I fucked you. When I told my friends, they said they fucked too. Really, I don't even give a fuck who.
Hey bro, what's up? Did you maybe hit that subscribe button and maybe the notification bell as well? Oh, you're doing that right now? No way, man. You're also buying my packs for my website? Oh, dang bro, that's crazy. You're a real homie. Keep it up, man. Take care.